Okay. It's officially started. So I will post the answer key today too, so you can use it on your quiz tomorrow if you would like. The first thing is direct objects. And let me tell you, some of you guys, so great. Your guys' answers, like, man, they know what they're doing. And I'm going to tell you others, you literally just highlighted random things, okay? Like, I don't even know what you highlighted, but they weren't the right things, okay? So we're going to go through it together. So in a sentence, a direct object is a person, place, or thing that's receiving the action verb. So you have to find the action verb first. That is the first thing. A direct object can be a noun or a pronoun like he, she, whatever. So the example, the boy loved the dog. Loved is our action verb. What is being loved? The dog. So dog is the direct object. So here, it was to highlight the direct object. So Papa is herding cattle. What's being herded? Cattle. Mama will fix the fence. What will be fixed? The fence. I will plant seeds. What's going to be planted? Seeds. Last month, a mountain lion attacked our neighbor's cow. What was being attacked? The cow. Their hired man saw it. What was saw? It. He scared it away. What was scared? It. That story frightened me. What was frightened? Me. Our parents warned us to stay on the ranch. What was warned? Us. I will never forget the bear we met in the woods. What won't we forget? Bear. After that time, we paid attention. What's being paid? Attention. Okay? So you have to find the verb and then see what's getting the action. The planting, the seeds are getting the action. What was seen? It. Okay? Are there any questions on any of these on the first page? Does everyone see how it makes sense? You have to find the verb and then find what is receiving the verb. Okay? So if you forget, what did we forget? The bear. We paid what? Attention. Okay? Any questions? So if you did not do that correctly, I will post this answer key for you to check out again. All right, if I'm a man, can you say that again, Mark?
Say, who will we never forget? Bear. Very. Yeah. That's just incredible grammar there.
Yeah, so we won't forget the bear. All right.
Incredible.
I'm going to scroll down to the next page since I don't see any questions in the chat. If you have questions, please just stop me. Compound direct objects. Now, this one is the same thing, direct objects like we just talked about. Nolan, is that food? Oh, I thought it was like an instrument. Okay, never mind. Continue munching. All right. Anyways, so compound direct objects. It's just two or more direct objects. So it's the exact same thing as what we were doing, but instead it's more than one. That's it, okay? So in each sentence, you're underlining the compound direct object. So I gathered. What was gathered? A hammer, nails, and glue. So all three of those are underlined. I fixed. What did you fix? Fence, the barn, and the front door. You could have just done fence, barn, front door. I just did the whole thing because that makes more sense to me. We welcomed. What was welcomed? Our neighbors and some traveling musicians. So neighbors, traveling musicians. More than one. The musicians entertained. What was entertained? Our neighbors and us. Okay? So it's the exact same thing as what we did on the top, but there's just more than one. This next one, lots of us had different answers here. I suppose you could make a case for maybe some of your guys' answers, but you need to underline the incorrect pronouns and write the correct ones. So the pronouns are he, she, it, they, etc. So the moon and the stars helped us and they us see better. Yeah, that makes no sense. So instead, the moon and the stars helped us see better. So you can replace they and us with just us. Papa says the darkness never scared Mama or he. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Mama or he needs to be underlined, and I replaced it with them. Papa says the darkness never scared them. And then the last one, still, you won't find my brother or I out after dark. Okay, well, there's more than one, so I put, still, you won't find us out after dark. but I found my pronouns, I underlined them, and I replaced them with something that made sense. Are there any questions with these 7 questions? Going once, going twice. I'm going to tell you guys, lots of you did not do this correctly at all. You just had to make the sentence made sense. Angelina, do you have a question?
Yeah, for the last 3, underline the incorrect object pronouns, write the correct ones. For those, I don't know. Did you still count mine wrong? Because I had put the moon and the stars helped them and us see better, and then Papa says the darkness never scared Mama or him, and then still you won't find me or my brother out after dark.
So, when I grade grammar, I just check to make sure your pages are completed, and then we go over it together. These right here are the best choices. You could have said the moon and the stars helped them see, or no, you could say the moon and the stars helped them see better instead of us. You could make it them. Papa says the darkness never scared him or Mama. That would work if you, like you said.
Okay.
Then me or my brother, you could have done that as well. Okay?
Okay.
Just as long as the sentences make sense.
Okay.
Hey, someone at home right now, can you add Rochelle to this meet? Someone click the people and add her because
I will.
Thanks.
I got it. I can do it really fast.
So,
I'm already
indirect
done.
objects. This is a little bit more confusing. The indirect object is a noun or pronoun that comes between, this is supposed to say verb, not verb. Oops. And direct object. An indirect object tells who or from, tells to or from whom or what the action verb is done. A sentence has an indirect object, must have a direct object. There are not always indirect objects in sentences. So, in these 5, we're going to underline the indirect object and highlight the direct object. So, if I was doing this, because I did it right now, like earlier, I find the verb, I find the direct object, and then I find the indirect object. So, our cousin showed us the swimming hole on the ranch. What was shown? The hole. I could have said swimming hole, but what was shown? The hole. And who was it shown to? Us. So the indirect object was us. The direct object was hole. They handed us fishing poles. What was handed? Poles. Who were they handed to? Us. Us is the indirect object. Direct object is poles. We brought the ducks and geese small pieces of bread. What was brought? Bread. Who was it brought to? The ducks and geese. So the ducks and geese are our indirect object. The direct object is the bread. We took the cows and horses their feed. What was took? Feed. Who was it taken to? Cows and horses. Indirect object. Cows and horses. Direct object. Feed. They got her a snack. What was got? Snack. Who got it? Her. Okay? So does everyone see? When you are working on these sentences, it makes sense to find the verb, find the direct object, then the indirect object. Like you need to go in that progression, that order, because it's just hard to just find a indirect object. You need to make sure you are finding all of them. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to post this whole thing for later so you can review it again. You can use it on your test tomorrow. Okay? The bottom part, we were just reviewing like the exact same things we've been doing, except for this time, I already had the verb bolded for you. So you didn't even have to find the verb. You just had to find the direct object and the indirect object. So I wrote Amy a letter. Wrote is the verb. What was wrote? Letter. Who was it wrote to? Amy. Amy. Indirect object, direct object, letter. She described the eclipse. What was described? Eclipse. There is no indirect object in number 2. There's just not. And that's okay. There doesn't have to be an indirect object. I gave our dog a treat. What was gave a treat? Who was it given to? The dog. Indirect object, dog. Direct object, treat. Amy mailed me a pen. What was mailed? The pen. Who was it mailed to? Me. And I wrote Mom and Dad using the pen. What was wrote? The pen. Who was it wrote to? Mom and Dad. Okay? So that was the same thing we've been doing. It's just really important. Find the verb, find the direct object, find the indirect object in that progression. And then the final one is the same with the same format as always. We just connect to writing. What we needed to do, or what you had to do, was read the lovely sentences, and then we had to figure out which one made the most sense because they could be rewritten. So, on the farm, Papa rode the big red stallion. Papa rode the palomino. Mama made quilts for our beds. We rode in the wagon. We saw deer running. We saw hawks circling. We have chicken for supper. We are safe from dangerous wildlife inside. Look, another typo. So, which shows the best way to combine sentence 1 and 2? So sentence 1 and 2 says, Papa rode the big red stallion. Papa rode the palomino. So we can fix that and make it Papa rode the big red stallion and the palomino. So the correct answer is C. And what's the best way to combine sentence 4 and 5? When we rode in the wagon, we saw deer running. We saw hawks circling. That's like the exact same sentence twice. Like, let's combine it to make a compound sentence. We rode in the wagon. We saw deer running and hawks circling. Answer's A. Fabulous, fabulous. What questions are we having currently? Currently. Any questions? If not, we're going to go to Kahoot.it and play a little review game on this just to see what else we know. So you are free to go to Kahoot.it. I'm going to post the game code in a minute, and we're going to just play a game of this for fun. So hold on. Just, some more practice. It's good to have practice in our lives. I got to share my screen, though, so hold on. Because we're all in this together.
You can split your screen by pressing Alt and the 2 brackets at the same time, and then just drag me or Kahoot over to the side, and then you can see both at the same time.
What? No, I want to share the other one. Stop sharing. Want to share. Shares. We got time, so.
Yeah.
It's only 12 questions. It's just the first one's we have to find the verb. The second one's to the direct object. The third one's indirect object. So you'll see.
I'll sit on the
if it ever presents. I want the other one.
Okay. Evan, you're not muted.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Please just put your name. FYI. Don't put something crazy. Just put Mark if your name's Mark. Put Molly if your name's Molly. And remember, this isn't like for a grade or anything. We're just going to be practicing. We want to make sure, just extra practice never hurt anyone. No, it did not.
Are there going to be points or no?
Yeah, there should be. Just for fun, though. It's not a competition. There should be joining.
Well, too bad for you, Mrs. Kneifel. You have made it a competition.
It's not a competition. It's just for fun.
Wait, who put my name? Okay, I was like, what?
Miss Kneifel, yes. Do I have time to use the bathroom really quickly?
Yeah, really quickly, because there's still people that need to log on.
Okay.
Mark, Nolan, Evan, I literally just said put your name. I didn't say make a face. Well, it's not a competition either, Nolan. It is for fun. If you haven't logged on yet, get logged on. I'm missing
I did it before.
3 of you.
I put my name in before you said that.
Sorry, I had too much chocolate. I'm crazy.
Excuses. Just kidding. It's fine. So like I said, we're gonna do this after this game. Then I'm gonna end this recording, and then I'm gonna start a new recording of our book. Isaac, I said just put your name. I didn't say put emojis.
Is the book optional?
Is the book optional? Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, it's just an extra thing. I'm gonna be recording it every day. I mean, it's worth AR points. So if I were you, I would join it. Like, who doesn't like a book being read to him? It's also supposed to be like a really good book, but I'm not gonna force you to be there. No, it is optional, but it's gonna be at the end of the day whenever I read it. So like, all your other classes will be done. We're not gonna have time to read it every day, but it is worth AR points. And we should be able to finish it in like 2 weeks.
Can you say what?
Who doesn't need AR points?
Can you say what the book name is?
It's called, it's book 1 of Gordon Corman's shipwreck series, and it's called Island. And it's about these people that don't want to be on a boat in the first place, and they don't want to be stuck at sea with a bunch of strangers. They're out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and then a storm hits. Okay, so we can assume it's going to be about a shipwreck. Oh, wait, I lied. It's the Island series, and this one's called Shipwreck. I'm not going to read Moby Dick, Isaac. This is worth 3 AR points. We'll talk more about it next. But if you haven't joined already, why not? I feel like there's 16 people on, but there's only 14 people that joined.
There's 17 people on here.
I know, but I'm one of those people. Oh, wait, maybe the other one's me because I'm also sharing my screen. All right, we're going to get started and get playing, so hopefully you guys are on. I don't think there's a lot of time for each question, so make sure you are doing your personal best. And remember, it is not a competition. Just do what you can. Direct and indirect objects. 3, 2, 1. So, Mrs. Hudges gave the students an assignment. Find the direct object. Mrs. Hudges gave the students an assignment. What was given? What is the direct object?
Why did you put do?
No, do is...
Okay, well, that one messed me up because I didn't know it meant direct object.
Yeah, what was gave? An assignment. So the correct answer was assignment. Good job, those of you that found that correctly. Yeah. An ID is going to be indirect. DO would be direct object, okay? Just in case. Okay, apparently Nolan is currently in the lead. But like I said, it's not a competition. Mrs. Hudges gave the students an assignment. Find the indirect object. So the direct object is assignment. Gave is the verb. What is the indirect? Who got it? Indirect is who got it. That is incorrect. Oh, well,
okay, well, you want to find a new one?
This is why I should make it myself. It should have been students. Students was the indirect object. So on the right side, no one's going to get points for that because they didn't have the right one. The person that made it didn't have the right one showing. So those of you that put students were correct because that's who got it. So go all of you people. No one's getting points anyways. Price Chopper has pumpkin pie on sale for Thanksgiving. Find the direct object. So, pumpkin pie for sale for Thanksgiving. Price Chopper has pumpkin pie on sale for Thanksgiving. What is our direct object? What's on sale? Or what does he have? Pumpkin pie. Yep, that's our direct object. That's what the whole thing's about.
These are like the worst sentences ever, and then there's wrong answers.
I think I clicked the wrong one because I looked at the one beforehand and I feel like it was better. So sorry, but it's okay.
Mine's
it's good practice.
Frozen.
Okay.
My game's frozen on the wrong answer thing.
I'm sorry. The cat scratched my arm. Find the indirect object. The cat scratched my arm. What was scratched? Arm. Dun, 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 dun. Scratched is our verb. Arm is the direct object. So what is the indirect object? There is one, none. Trick one, because in between the verb and arm is my, and that's not it. So arm is our direct object. Indirect object, there is none. And scratched was our verb. Mr. Peterson signed the class 10 problems. Find the indirect object. Mr. Peterson assigned the class 10 problems. What was assigned 10 problems? So our indirect object is what? Who was it assigned to? What the hey? No. Okay, whoever
What
created
is this?
Not, you know what? I'm canceling this out. We're going to go play a different one. I quit. I'm quitting this one. It's a bad one. I swear this was not the one I looked at earlier. Time out, everyone. We're going to try again.
I don't know who wrote this, but whoever wrote this has lost their mind.
I swear, I must have. It logged me out earlier. So
Wrong, because of wrong answers.
Because
Like,
the last one was
and this one I've done both right.
Yeah,
But the guy that assigned it had his mind had his own world, his own other world.
You said his mind had his own other
Oh, wait. I found the right one.
Mark, that's wrong. The
Okay.
creator was someone who just slapped the keyboard and called it.
I know.
Okay, I found the one I actually wanted to play. So let's try again. Good thing we got lots of time.
Yeah, good thing.
My bad, friend.
Or we all could just be really bad at these.
No, I'm not bad at them. That was not the one I wanted to play. I lied. I hit the wrong one. You know what?
And his time is the day.
All right, we're going to try again. Put your name, do it in a speedy motion. That way we can get started. Thank you guys for being patient. Go you. Whoever bruh is, guess what? I'm not going to know if you're the winner or not. Because you didn't follow directions.
Who names herself bruh?
I don't know.
Who?
Anyways, if you're still on here, log on so you started.
I'm on.
Someone must admit to the crime. Who put my name in last round and changed it?
All right, make sure we're muted. We're going to get started. Yes.
You'll never know.
I'll never mind.
Okay. Marissa, mute yourself, please.
Mrs. Knife, can I tell you a funny story?
Mark shall never know.
You got like 1 minute.
When we were in 4th grade in Mrs. Vargas's class, we all figured out that Mrs. Vargas was my name. So then everyone else started a Mark clan, and almost everyone in the class name was Mark.
Right on. All right. I don't see anyone else hopping on. Evan, are you hopping on?
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
here, but I don't see you.
I'm waiting for my thing to load.
Molly, are you still on? Isaac, just put your name. Isaac, don't put anything silly because that takes too long. Isaac, type a sentence. Don't type one word at a time.
He's a smooth criminal.
While we're here, some of you guys got some messages about late assignments, so make sure you're checking that you're getting everything done.
I have no late assignments.
All right, we're going to get started.
You've been
This
hit
is
by.
the next one,
You've been
I think.
struck by a
So
truck.
let's hope. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I counted way too fast, but. Which is the verb in the sentence? Yellowstone covers more than 2 million acres of land. What is the verb? Yellowstone covers more than 2 million acres of land. Yeah, this is definitely the one I wanted.
How dare someone put in my name? Someone put in my
You see
name.
that? I'm pretty sure it was Evan. But let's take off our volume, peeps.
Meow.
What is the verb? What can be done in here? Nolan, mute yourself. Evan, mute yourself.
Okay. If I can even get it. There we go.
The correct answer is covers. Something can be covered, or if I cover something. So the correct answer was covers. Number 2.
Mark's a hacker.
Which is the verb in the sentence? The Yellowstone River divides the park north and south. Divides. Oh, wait, I just said it. Gosh, dang it. Mrs. Kneifel. Hopefully you all get that right because Mrs. Kneifel just said it. I meant to say the verb, not divides. But so the verb in this sentence, hopefully you all get it right because I said it, is divide. Something can be divided. Mrs. Kneifel could divide chocolate. Mrs. Kneifel could divide the classroom, etc., etc. So the correct answer is divides. I'm going to try not to give away the next answer. Which is the direct object in the sentence? The park encompasses more than 1 million acres. So encompasses is our verb. What is it encompassing? Encompassing is the verb. What is it encompassing? What is being encompassed? Acres. The correct answer is acres. Yes, that's what's being encompassed. Not 1 million. That's the number. But it's the acres themselves. The park. Some of you that picked park, that's before the verb. So it wouldn't be that one. Which is the direct object in this sentence? Many visitors hike the park's trails. Hike is our verb. What is hiked? Visitors hike park's trails. It's not hike because that's our verb. That's our verb. So what's being hiked? Trails, correct. The trail is being hiked. Mark, Julian, Angelina, Rochelle, Zachary. Woot woot. Next. Which is the direct object in this sentence? Wind and rain erode the soft rock. Erode just means like ruins it, kind of. So erode is our verb. What is being eroded? Erode just means like kind of to ruin.
Mrs. Kneifel, this has been turned into a competition. Whoever you put in my name. It is the battle of the marks, and whoever wins is the real mark.
Whoever wins, hopefully you do good on your test tomorrow, basically. The correct answer is the rock. Oh, look, you all got it right. Good job. Oh, Julian, you're on fire. Woo, go Julian. Julian's on fire.
The rock is cooking.
All right, next one. Which is the direct object in this sentence? Sandstone and shale form multicolored layers. Form is our verb. What is being formed? What is being formed? Layers. You are correct. Sandstone was before our verb. So it wouldn't be sandstone, it'd be layers. All right, number 7. What is the indirect object? My cousin Rita brought us fresh pickled vegetables. So, brought is our verb. Vegetables is the direct object. So, who were the vegetables brought to?
The time when you notice you.
Which is the indirect object in this sentence? Look, they got it wrong again. The indirect object is us. So whoever picked vegetables, you were wrong, but you get that point. The correct answer was us. Whoever makes these are not very good. I'm going to start making my own. This was just
Miss Kanako, I just had a streak of all of them correct, and then I got my streak wrong because of that.
sorry. Mrs. Knife, I just was like, oh, we should play a game just for fun. I didn't have time to make one, but I should have. All right.
Yeah.
Which is the indirect object in the sentence? My father prepared us a feast. Prepared is our verb. What's being prepared? Feast. So what is the indirect object? Who's getting the feast? Evan, we're still in the middle of class. No.
Honestly,
Us.
if someone was
The correct answer
okay,
is
good
us.
job.
That's
I was gonna
who
say,
is
someone
prepared.
like a trout feast.
What is the indirect object in this sentence? Someone sent Kim a dozen roses. Sent is our verb. Roses is our direct object. What's our indirect object? Who's getting them roses? Not Mrs. Kneifel. Mrs. Kneifel, you could use some roses, but... Kim, you are correct if you chose Kim. What is the indirect object in this sentence? Charlie made his family lasagna. Charlie made his family lasagna. Charlie, or not Charlie, sorry. Made is our verb. What was made? Lasagna, direct object.
Ooh, that lasagna looks good.
I don't like lasagna because I don't like cheese. But I love spaghetti.
I forgot, but my mom made a recipe and it's like a lasagna bowl dish. It's really, really good.
Family. Who was it made for? Family. Oh, look, Eden's on fire now.
Mark, I know what you're talking about.
All right, two more. What is the indirect object in this sentence? Louisa sings the baby a song. Sings is our verb. Song is our direct object. What is our indirect object? Okay, we're not talking about Spanish and English, friends. You need to be listening to our thing, okay? Okay. Baby, yeah, that's who's it being sang to, the baby. And our final answer. Then I'm going to stop this recording and start a new recording of our story. So you don't even have to get off. You can just stay on. Number 12, which is the indirect sentence in this. She read Paul the directions. What was read? Directions. Who'd she read them to?
Julian, I'm mad at Julian because he somehow picked vegetables and got it right.
Well, that's because the thing was wrong. Go, Julian. All right. The correct answer is this lovely Rawl guy. All right. So, podium. Third place. 3 out of 12. Rochelle. Whoop, whoop. Good job, Rochelle. Second place. Julian. 11 out of 12. Whoop, whoop. And 11 out of 12 was the real Mark, not the fake Mark. So, good job, you
Yay.
I'm going to stop this recording. Thank you guys for playing if you played. And then I'm going to start a new recording of us reading our story. So go you people that did a good job. Well, and just for listening.